Coming up next, the newest from Roja Dove. Haven't smelled a new one from him in a while. This one, I can already predict, is going to be a major hit. I can see this flying off the shelves at Osme. Just smelling it for the first time today and gonna do a first impression on it because it impacted me that much already. Stay tuned to find out more about Apex from Roja Dove. Welcome back everybody to JoelTheNose here at Osme Perfumery in Miami. And let me jump right into this. As you can see from the opening, this is the newest from Roja Dove. It is Apex. Apex, you see it here in this beautiful black bottle. Actually, it's not black, it's really like, it's kind of like an ombre, I think. It's like it goes from like dark green to black. So you gotta look at it really carefully. You can see it in the sun. It goes to this really dark green at the bottom, to the black at the top with the black top. It's very, classic Roja Dove bottle of what he's been producing the last few years. But this is one, I came in today literally to Osme as I do. This is a Saturday morning, I'm filming this video, and I come in every Saturday morning when they open and smell what's new and what's in, and just came in. There's always something that kind of delights or surprises me that I haven't smelled, and this one really blew me away. I gotta say right off the bat, the first thing this reminded me of is Gentleman's classic fragrance with updated modern Roja Dove twist. If you like those kind of old school classic perfumes from the 70s and 80s, think, Polo Green, Drakkar Noir, even the Polo Green bottle. I would not be surprised if there was some homage because of this kind of dark green bottle like the original. Again, just my own 2 cents on that. I don't know if that's what he was going for, but this definitely has that kind of 80s old school vibe that maybe your father or your parents or somebody, uncle would have worn. But again, what they've done is, like Roja has thrown in the kitchen sink when it comes to fragrance notes. If you look this up, you're gonna see, just to name a few, you're gonna see lemon, you're gonna see bergamot, mandarin, pineapple, you're gonna see cistus, leather, cypress, patchouli, tobacco, amber, rum, labdamen, sandalwood, cashmere, benzoin. I was just to name a few. He always, one of the things I like about Roja Dove is he's very open about the fragrance notes he puts in the fragrance. But so again, this, when I first smelled it this morning and I put it on my skin, I have it right here, and I'm gonna spray it just so you can see it. This, great sprayer, great atomizer. Again, you get that punch of kind of citrusy green oak moss. Oak moss is one of the main notes in this, and oak moss tends to give that kind of green smell to a fragrance, and that's what I get from this. It's a very kind of green, fresh, but yet intense fragrance. So it's not a freshie. This has got that, again, that kind of old school feel to it. It even reminds me of one of my favorite all-time fragrances from Ormond Jane, Zizan. Zizan, which is not even distributed in the US anymore. During COVID, they pulled back on some of the stuff that they were bringing over to the States. Unfortunately, Zizan was one. I'm sure you can still find it online somewhere, but that is one of my all-time favorite fragrances, and this kind of has that feel to it. And Zizan always reminded me, again, of a more classic 80s style fragrance with modern twist. That's what this is. Again, this one I would say it's a little bit more of, I get a little bit more of the oak moss, the leather, the rum, the intensity, whereas Zizan to me is a little bit, you get a little bit more of that fresh lemon at the top, although they both have the same lemon and bergamot at the top. So if you kind of like that vibe, that Zizan, old school 80s feel, you're gonna have to try Apex here from Roja Dove. My prediction, again, is that this is gonna be a major, major success for the brand. Roja, obviously, one of the most iconic and top perfumers and perfume companies in the world. You can go on and on with all of the great fragrances he produces. But I think this is gonna be one that is gonna be very popular for the masses. It's gonna be very well received. I think that women are going to love the smell of this on men. Because I'll be honest with you, it's funny, I still talk to people and I'll talk to women, when they smell some of those older 80s fragrances, they love it. I mean, it's just because it's a very masculine smell. And a lot of women on men want to smell that very masculine fragrance. That's what this is. This is, the name is Apex. Think of apex predator. Apex, like the apex predator in the jungle who is gonna like devour his prey. That's what this fragrance is. This is an apex male, apex predator. I'll just stick with apex male because apex male again, you know, that dominant male, assert himself, confidence, step into a room wearing this, you are going to feel like an apex male. So there you have it, my first impression. I'll do a, you know, probably an update later once I've had a chance to wear it more, but I already love it. I already love it because again, it reminds me of Z's on it, reminds me of some of those 80s fragrances that are just my favorites of all time. I'll be back soon with another video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all your support. Peace, love, and perfumes.